We are taking a closer look at buying and selling trends in the housing market. Joining us now, Charlie Oppler, president of the National Association of Realtors. Charlie, so wonderful to have you here. There seems to be no letup in the real estate market boom. What are the biggest trends that you're seeing?
This is a market where we're seeing an increase in 99% of our metro areas throughout the country. The demand seems to be increasing with the low interest rates, but also it feels stronger demand because the inventory is so limited. Our inventory is down, I believe in the month of March, it was down 28% over the year before. So the urgency and the opportunity for buyers to be out there, they know they're in a competitive situation, and sellers are benefiting right now. And all markets are cyclical, so and all markets are local. So we will see some changes over the next bunch of years. But right now we see it to be very consistent. Prices increasing, inventory to be a challenge for many years ahead. And I guess we'll look maybe this time next year, we'll have the same conversation and see where it is.
We've also been talking about the high price on lumber. In a seller's market, though, what should buyers do to stand out to get the home they want to purchase?
Well, a couple things. Just back to your one earlier point with lumber, home constructions has suffered in the last 10 years, which also goes to the inventory situation. And then the cost of building right now, it's not just lumber, it's many different parts of the process, including appliances. Appliances are in great demand as well. So that certainly is a big challenge for us on the inventory side. For buyers right now, they're going to need to be flexible in this marketplace. They're going to need to work with the sellers on their closing dates. They're going to need to work with the sellers on the inspection issues. Many purchasers are out there willing to purchase a property as is, some with not even having an inspection. We would always encourage somebody to have an inspection to know where some of the major issues of a property may be. And then they need to be pre-approved. Buyers need to be pre-approved so that the seller has every confidence that the transaction can be completed. Once they select from the multiple offers that they have, they want to have confidence that the transaction will go through. And we all know through the pre-approval process, it can be done digitally, online, where you have asset verification, job employment, your credit worthiness, and all the different aspects of the loan approval.
What advice do you have for selling a home?
Be prepared. Sellers need to understand they could have multiple offers, that they need to know that letting a buyer go through their home without having somebody to look over their shoulder, working with their realtor so that the appointments are scheduled systematically and organized so that the process goes smoothly. And then for a seller, most importantly, is to make sure that your home is ready to be shown, that you don't prematurely put it on the market, not knowing where all your clutter is going to go, and making the home stand out as much as it can, because that'll maximize your profit.
What's going on with city versus suburb moving trends?
Well, all markets are different. One of the things that's driving prices is lack of inventory, as we talked before, and the low interest rates. But as people may be leaving the city, I think the other statistic that you don't hear is how many people are coming into a city. And I live in the metropolitan New York area, so we've seen many buyers come from New York City into the suburban markets, whether it's Connecticut, Westchester, northern New Jersey. But I also know that there's many people going into the city. I think the biggest thing that's hurt us during the pandemic is being able to see city apartments and neighborhoods because of all the rules in the buildings that would not allow showings, which also goes back to the use of technology to complete the transaction, where you can virtually see the apartment, see the floor plan, see the view, see all the amenities. So I do think and the use of the elevators was certainly something during a pandemic. So I think the recovery in the cities is just a little bit slower, but we're seeing, again, increases in 99% out of our 183 metropolitan marketplaces. So the perception of what's happening in the city may not be the reality.
I would love to have you leave us now with some information about buying a home.
You can go to two websites, HOMEOWNERSHIPMATTERS.REALTOR and then realtor.com/real estate agents, and you'll get a lot of information on the real estate industry and the process.
A lot of great information, Charlie. Thank you. For more Business First AM, check us out on social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.